First up, another quote from Sir Cliff Richard, who's also said this week that he was actually the ultimate rock and roll rebel. As in his words, I was the only one who didn't spit or swear or sleep around. I didn't do drugs. I didn't get drunk. I didn't indulge in soulless sex. So does that make Sir Cliff Richard the ultimate rock and roll rebel?
What? What did he do? Oh, I know. Because then you start thinking, what did he get up to? Sacrificing goats. You know, you don't know, do you? You don't know what people get up to. The mind wanders.
So you don't think that's terribly rock and roll?
No, I blooming don't, do you?
Well, it isn't, is it? Yeah. I mean, he's rebelling against rebellion, isn't he, in a way?
Yeah.
So that's why he's saying he's the ultimate rebel. But there's just nothing rock and roll about not doing anything like that. You know, you expect rock and roll stars to do things like that, you know.
I don't know. I think he's right up there for me. You should go and watch him in concert. He's absolutely amazing, and his fans absolutely love him.
Though, is he?
He's still going. He's still
very clean cut.
And isn't it nice to have a rock and roll star who does that?
Well, you can imagine him, like, trashing the hotel room and having, like, going round with a dustbuster after. You know,
very angrily plumping up cushions.
Stealing the sachets.
Yes, maybe mismatching some towels. OK. Next, Grand Dame Joan Collins wrote in The Spectator recently how Lily Allen had approached her in a recent showbiz bash in hugs and kisses mode, to which Joan responded, "Sorry, I don't kiss people I don't know." So is that fair enough, or do you think Joan should have made a little bit more of an effort with Lily?
A little bit rude, isn't it, really? I mean, there's so many ways, isn't there, now? Do you go for, like, the air kiss, there's the two kisses and one... And then, like, we had Kanye West on the show, the rapper, and he was doing all this to me. It's like Pilates on full spin. I'm like...
That's the problem, though, isn't it? There's just... I know, there's too many... I don't know. It's a nightmare, though. You must have it on your show all the time because, you know, there's no rules in this country.
No.
There's no etiquette. You know, like in France, everyone knows they kiss that side, and everyone does it. Here... And people walk on the shit. It's like, and she'd end up hitting noses.
Oh, I know.
Kissing someone.
And with these teeth, you could lose an eye.
But you see, that's just it. You don't have the right. If you don't know someone, especially Joan Collins, you do not go up to someone like Joan Collins.
She's like the Queen.
She is, isn't she? You don't go up and expect to kiss her.
The problem is because if you're a young, famous, wild chick pop star, you think that she would know you. Perhaps that's the problem. And you know what? She probably doesn't know who the hell Lily Allen is. Maybe that was why she didn't want to kiss. And you know what? She doesn't know, I suppose. But I do sort of... I would say hello to a stranger.
I must admit, I'm not brilliant at that whole kind of showbiz. And I'm sure people think I'm a bit kind of snottying up myself, but it's because I don't really know what to do, so I tend to go... Hello. You know,
You can't go wrong with that.
Yeah, just, you know...
That's the greeting. That's the English way to greet someone. So what is the matter? It's a pleasure to meet you. Thank you very much.
People do tend to, you know, if you're... Especially if you're on TV and someone else is on TV, they do come and think they've got the right to give it, like, the old... You just go... Get off me.
Just shake my hand.
It's like Joan. I'd like to be like Joni, actually. I want to have one of those electric fences round me. Like that, right?
That's nice. Really nice.
But an invisible one. So people come marching at you, they go... and they get back like a sheep.
Yeah, that's lovely. Yeah, very nice. I'll remember that next time.
Bless her. I mean, Joan Collins... Joan Collins is an icon as well, and maybe Lily was just a little bit, you know, in awe and a bit overexcited. Yeah. Now, finally, Cheryl Cole's pictured in this week's Heat magazine having to do a little bit of a rearrangement in the underwear department. She had hungry bum syndrome. So basically, do we think that's a bit embarrassing? Do you think girls should, you know, unwedgie themselves in public? Or...
Well, you've got to do... You can't say if you're in, like, a meeting or something, excuse me, I need to, I have a hungry bum. You know... Just pull it out, love, don't you know?
This is about being ladylike is now. I can't see Jane doing it. I had to do it the other day. I went to a very posh do. My friend Dawn Ward, and we were all going to this do on a helicopter, private helicopters.
Wow.
And, yeah, it was a lord, somebody, and I got out and we all got up in our little high heels and our dresses, and I thought, my knickers are right up. Right up. What'd you do? As I was talking to the Lord, I had to. It was hurting. It was hurting. You've got to get it out if it's up there.
Darling, that is
Good
so
Lord.
common. You can't do that. No.
Not in front of a lord.
I know, you
Not in front of
just,
a lord.
when you get out the helicopter, you just pull your dress down. You don't have to go right in and pull it all out, do you?
Oh, no, I'm with you.
Oh, you
Oh, if it's up there, get it out. You can't have a proper conversation when you're going like that.
You can have a proper conversation.
Oh, then you've got your knickers up your ass.
Well, if you're talking out your bum, you'll have a problem.
Concentrate, though.
The thing with Cheryl Cole, I mean, if you sort of see the picture there, you know, there were sort of bushes nearby, and where maybe she did that kind of thing that we all do of having a little look around. Is anybody looking? You know, and maybe she didn't see the long lens in the bushes. You know, can happen to the best of us.
Yeah.
Sometimes you have to, I'm afraid. Well, you know, I was lying on the sofa the other day and Mark was there and I kind of forgot he was there. You forget when you've been single for so long and then there's somebody there and I put my hand down because I had this little spot on my palm.
So unladylike.
And I was just like, you know, scratching it a little bit and he was looking at me and I went, what's up, you all right? And he went, oh. He said, you're just like a blurk, you are. You've got your hand down your pants, scratching your bum. I said, I wasn't scratching my bum, I've got a spot down there. He went, oh, it's even worse. Do you know, he still loves me.
Do you know, Alan, despite all this, we hope you've had a lovely time. It's Alan Carr, everyone.
What a lovely bunch of children. Very good.